Young Kevin Karanja has been pulling through towards achieving his dream of becoming a health worker. From a distance, his robust figure and radiant smile hits you with hospitality and warmth. His ambitions, though, has been hindered of late.
My name is Kevin Karanja. I'm 22 years old. I'm a student at Kenya Medical Training College, doing a course called Community Oral Health. I'm a third-year student. Around last year, August, right after completion of my attachment in Embu Provincial Hospital, after I completed my attachment, I came back home, but I started experiencing some symptoms which I didn't know what they were about. So I started feeling dizzy, fatigued, very severe headaches, and small things that normally one can do started becoming a difficult task. So I went to seek medical advice. So various tests were done, from finding out the number of blood cells I have to the last one, which was which was called a bone marrow aspirate, that revealed I had a condition called Acute Lymphoblast Leukaemia.
Leukemia is a life-threatening condition known to many as blood cancer.
First, it was very shocking because I had thought of malaria, maybe some small disease. So when he presented that condition, it was really shocking, and now I started looking at life in a whole different perspective. That's the first time I even thought of death. So this time I was at Avenue Hospital. So my doctor requested that I move to a better or a more equipped hospital that can offer me the treatment that is required. So I was moved to Kenyatta Hospital. From there, since I didn't have blood in my body, I was very pale. I was first transfused so that I could be able to stabilize. From there, I started the first course of chemotherapy. There were 3 stages. One was called induction, where the chemotherapy was tough because they had to kill as many cancer cells as possible. Second one was called consolidation. It was still a cocktail of chemotherapy to also finish off any cancer cells that were remaining. And then the third one was called maintenance, where I underwent radiotherapy for about 10 sessions. And from there I was put on oral medication. And at this time the bone marrow aspirate was repeated again to see whether the medication had achieved results. So this time it was found out that I didn't have any cancer cells in my body. I was totally healthy, and I was told I could go back home and continue with my day-to-day activities. So from there I came back home. It was around December, from August. So from January, around February, I went back to school. We had a discussion with the department, so they requested that since I had missed out the first semester, that was from September 2010, which had started from September 2010, extending to the next year. So they told me I wait up to the next academic year, which is September 2011, so that I can begin my 3rd year. So they told me that instead of me to come home and spend all those months doing nothing, I can go to any hospital of my choice, continue practicing my course in community oral health until September, when now I can rejoin the next class. So everything was okay. I went to Thika district, started my attachment, but around July, the symptoms started appearing again. Since I was working in the dental department, there was a lot of work involved. Now I noticed I was getting tired really fast. So I went for another medical checkup. The bone marrow aspiration was repeated. It showed that the disease was back. Right now I'm in the second phase. But the bone marrow aspiration was done again about last week, and they found out that I'm healthy again. But now we had a discussion again, and he told me that chemotherapy cannot offer a permanent solution to your condition. So he told me the best thing you can do is get a bone marrow transplant. And so at first he advised me to contact various hospitals. I started with India, but India, they told me that since I don't have a sibling, a brother or a sister, it can be very hard because they don't have a bone marrow bank, just like here the way we have a blood bank. India can do the procedure, but unless you come with your own donor. So that was another problem. So the only hospital that had an access to bone marrow bank was South Africa. So after contacting them, they gave me a figure of 8 million. With that figure, they could look for a donor and perform the procedure.
Kevin's mother, Ida Jerry, is a worried woman. First, for her son, and that of raising a staggering 8 million shillings that is required to see Kevin get a bone marrow transplant in South Africa.
Na hii jabu ni ngumu sana juu sasa ile pesa tunaambiwa pia ni kama dream, ni pesa ambayo hata mtu hajafikiria mambo kama hayo. Juu sasa hiyo pesa ni 8 million. 8 million hata tumeelezea my friends, relatives, wengine wanakuondokea juu wanashindwa unasema nini. All the same kuna watu wamesimama na mimi like committee members na other few friends. Sasa tumeendelea pole pole kuorganize harambee na ile pesa tumepata ni 1.2. Sasa si unaona hata hatujafika quarter of the money. Sasa mimi naomba watu wa moyo mzuri ama well wishers watusaidie angalau huyu kijana aende akatibiwe ndio sasa arudi shule na his dreams comes true. Juu inakuwa very stressing. Hakuna kitu kingine tunafikiria tu mambo ya ugonjwa throughout. Na kama tunaweza saidika sisi tutashukuru Mungu.
I know I'm asking for a huge figure, and as to many people it may not be a lot of money, but to a single person it may be a burden that one cannot be able to carry. I'd appeal to everyone out there to help me in any small way that they can, and it will go a long way to see me achieve my dreams and have a chance at life again.
Okay, I'm Sambolina Apole, and this is my boyfriend of 4 years, Kevin Karanja. He suffered leukemia for a year or two now, and we thought it was over, but it came with a relapse, and right now he needs a transplant. He looks healthy, but I've seen him in his worst. He's been through it all. He's been to hell and back, as they say, and all we want is to save his life because we have so much dreams together and he has so much potential and he's a good guy. Yeah, and many call him Biggie, but not this big. These are the steroids working. So anyone out there can help us in any way, especially financially, to reach him to South Africa so that he can get the transplant before it's too late, we would really appreciate. He doesn't look sick, but don't have to see him sick. The way I saw him that day, in those times, for you to make his life better right now. Want to act when he still can walk by himself and do all the chores by himself. I kindly appeal to all of you out there to help us get this guy to South Africa to get a transplant. Thank you.
I'm just appealing to well-wishers to help us. Let us join hands, and like now, because now we have already raised 1.2 million, I'm appealing to any well-wisher, whether it's in this country or outside or anywhere, so that Kevin can go and be treated in South Africa and come back, and so that his dreams could come true.
This humble family from Gatuanyaga in Thika, Kiambu County, urgently seeks your assistance, and this will make Kevin see more brighter days as well as achieve his lifetime dreams of serving his society.